is not really one of the passing spots right there as they come out of the inner loop and around that turn. But as they get here to this left-hander, important to carry a lot of momentum as you get to the last corner. Again, a lot of guys just single file right here running. Not much passing happening at this point in time. Just shows how equal a lot of these cars are. See Matt Kenseth get a little bit sideways there, but corrects that.
Jimmy Johnson trying to get back past Allmendinger, the car that Allmendinger passed him, entering one on the restart to take the spot away. There goes Johnson. See if he can get by Allmendinger. That's for 8th position. And
Allmendinger shuts the door. I think Jimmy saw that coming.
Yeah, he didn't force it. He could have forced it a little bit there, but there wasn't really any reason for him to do that as they come up through the S's here.
AJ says, I'm driving for my best career finish and maybe for my job. I need to hang on to this spot. He's doing a heck of a job.
Yeah, he's doing a great job. Yeah, since Jimmy Elledge came over there, they've just really seemed to perform really well. And, you know, we talked about Kyle Busch leading this race today as we see what's happened with AJ as he's progressed up through the field. Just a really solid job. You know, they'd had good pit work. And we see Kyle Busch, I was going to mention, you know, we've kind of taken it for granted just how good he is, but his road course performance this year has just been phenomenal at both of these tracks. He's led a lot of laps and been out front, and it's just been incredible what he's been able to do.
He led 78 of 112 laps at Infineon. And, folks, Kyle Busch started 30th at Infineon. He also won the 4th and now final NASCAR Nationwide Series race at Mexico City.
He finished second yesterday here. I mean, he came just a little bit of winning that race.
In a car he had never driven before, by the way.
Incredible.
He stretched out to almost a 1.5 second lead over Tony Stewart here right now. So we see Jimmy Johnson make the pass this time down into turn 1. Carl Edwards trying to follow him through there. He will have the position, but AJ's going to be able to hold him off.
Juan Pablo Montoya, last lap by, turned the best lap among the leaders, a 73.3, a 10th quicker than Kyle Busch or Stewart, but can he get there?
Yeah, but the top 6 are all in the 73-second bracket. And
Tony Stewart's under attack right here.
Yeah.
Marcus Ambrose knows he's got 2 laps to get a shot. Tony Stewart. Remember, Marcus said, I don't want to impact the drivers in the chase, but boy, would he love to be able to get one shot at the 18 car.
And those top 6 were all in the 73-second bracket, but Tony was about the slowest of those, so he's struggling a little bit as they go back. You can see him right here.
Getting in the corner. Looks like his car's really loose getting in the corner.
It'll be really white flag for Kyle Busch this time by.
Now will Ambrose make a move on Tony going into 1?
Man, here it is. White flag.
I don't think he's close enough to make the move this time, but the thing that Marcus doesn't want to happen is for Tony to slow him down enough that Juan Pablo can get to his back bumper.
Looking on the inside. Now, Ambrose is really good in the S's, and coming out of the S's is where Tony Stewart, the 20 car, struggled a moment ago. Although Tony now pulls him a little bit this time by. Trouble, Jeff Gordon involved. There's Sam Hornish.
Like Gordon's been around backwards. That's why that roof flap is up.
Just drove it in there a little too hard. He couldn't hold it there.
Gordon back in 25th position. Rudeman trying to get by him. Here is the final lap for Kyle Busch, trying to come down to get his 8th win in 2008. Ambrose now has Montoya right on his rear bumper for 3rd spot. Will Montoya make a move in 10? Ambrose covers a spot. One more turn for the battle for 3rd. Kyle Busch will come down out of turn 11 and take the checkered flag. Tony Stewart is 2nd. And 3rd spot, what a performance by Marcus Ambrose from 43rd spot. Juan Pablo Montoya will finish 4th, Truex 5th, and Kevin Harvick will come home in 6th position. Jimmy Johnson back up to 7th spot.
Winning. Think about this for a week, boys.
That's a road racer right there, boys.
Kyle Busch sweeps both NASCAR Sprint Cup events on road courses in 2008 in dominant fashion. He led 4 times for 52 laps today.
Yeah, road racer, short track racer, restrictor plate racer. He's just the man.
What a talent.
Adds 10 more points to his lead that he's obviously going to have probably as we get to the chase point. Very, very impressive by this race team and that young man.
Let's go down and visit with the crew chief for Kyle Busch, Steve Addington. Hey.
Yeah, Steve, and restarts taught him everything he knows. That seemed to be the key right there.
Oh, man. That kid's awesome. Thank you, Zippy. Thank you. This is big for JGR, all these cars running up front like this. To bounce back. I can't believe we don't win a race in 3 or 4 weeks and we're in a bad slump, you know. I mean, it's just... I mean, all 3 of these teams working great together now. It's unbelievable. It's awesome, man. This is awesome. This is great for M&M's, Toyota. Great for this race team right here. I mean, they stick together through thick and thin. Anything I ask of them, they do it. They changed a bunch of stuff on this thing this morning and didn't gripe a bit. So it's all these guys right here.
And what about how he pulled out on that restart, Steve? Just lengthened him right there.
You never know. You know, we sat over there on 26-lap tires, and it cooled down like that. You never know what's going to happen. And just told him to leave his brake fans off, get some heat in his brakes, and let him do it. That kid right there is awesome, man. He's the best out there.
He did it. Congratulations to Steve for directing this thing, Doc. They did a good job on strategy, and they did a great job on speed.
Did an awesome job all the way around. Kyle Busch, his 16th win of the year, 8th in Cup, 6 wins in NASCAR Nationwide Series, a couple in the trucks, but his first ever win at Watkins Glen. And guys, 8 wins on the season in this series, as competitive as the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series is.
Just no telling what he's going to be able to accomplish by the end of the season. He's just an incredible talent.
It's going to be hard to imagine they could do any better, but every time we say that, they bring out something else. We see celebrating on the front stretch here. They've won 8 times. He's come over to a race team that he wasn't familiar with.
Watch this bow. There's the bow.
He had to use both hands to count up all the wins. He was showing the fans.
Gonna get that checkered flag. Well, the fans, do they appreciate this young man's talent or what?
I think, they're warming up to this guy, you know. I think that he kind of ruffled their feathers at the first, but they now appreciate the talent that they're seeing here. Jamie, you're with our second place finisher.
He just crawled out of the car. Second place finish this year. Tony, how would you assess this day at the Glen?
I can't even hear what you're saying right now.
How would you assess this day at the Glen?
It was pretty sane for us. I mean, a lot of guys had some problems behind us, but we had a good car all day. Just we had a little bit. We didn't have enough wedge in it for the right-hand corners and a little too much for the left-hand corners, but really proud of Zippy and all of our guys, and proud of Kyle. Kyle ran an awesome race today, didn't make mistakes, and that's what you got to do here. I mean, I put all the pressure on him I could, so really proud of the whole Joe Gibbs organization. I mean, to have Denny run as good as he did, and Kyle and I mean, it's a pretty strong day for the organization.
Strong day for Joe Gibbs. Tony Stewart comes home second, guys.
Second week in a row, Tony Stewart finishes a runner-up. Take a look at the point standings. 4 races remaining in the race to the chase. Kyle Busch extends the lead. Carl Edwards gains a spot. Jimmy Johnson up 1. Dale Earnhardt Jr. losing 2 positions by virtue of his finish here today back in 22nd. You see Tony Stewart gains 2 more positions up the 7th spot. Greg Biffle back a couple. Matt Kenseth puts himself in chase contention. He was 13th coming in. He moves up to 12th today with that 12th finish. Jamie.
His 3rd Cup start, and Marcos Ambrose brings it home 3rd. Marcos, take us through your day.
Just a long day. We used that car up. I had no clutch left, no brakes left, and I was worn out. Just coming through the field like that's really hard work. We overused the car early in the race just to try and get track position, but just great fun racing those guys at the front. They really looked after me, and I got to thank them, because it'd be easy to send me off into the weeds with that rookie stripe on the back, but it's been a lot of fun, and it's just been a real blast. The Wood brothers have had a great car for me both times at the road courses, and I just got to thank them and little Debbie and the McKee family for giving me the chance to go cup racing.
Guys, he came from 43rd position. Who says you can't pass on a road course, right?
Kangaroo meets his nickname, and he hopped right by him early on and got all the way up to 3rd spot. Your final thoughts on what we saw, particularly that Marcos Ambrose performance?
Just a great performance. The man is a road racer extraordinaire. He did a fantastic job. I wouldn't have thought that you could come from 43rd to 3rd, but he proved me wrong. Showed that you can do it with a good car and a lot of talent.
And this young man right here, what a great day. What a great weekend for Marcos Ambrose. He won yesterday, finished 3rd today. A lot to be happy about.
Saw Eddie Wood coming to congratulate him. And then how about the 23-year-old phenom from Las Vegas? 8th NASCAR Cup win of the season. First at Watkins Glen.
And Kyle Busch
Busch in victory lane for the 8th time already in 2008. Getting a kiss from his girlfriend. The celebration is on here, and that one was hard-earned. You had one of the best road course racers in this series right on your rear bumper for that final restart. What were your thoughts with Tony right there?
I knew he was going to be hard to beat. I mean, racing against the same stuff with Tony Stewart and Joe Gibbs Racing and Toyota, and I knew it was going to be hard to beat Tony, but he's such a great friend and such a great teammate. I'm really going to hate to see him leave at the end of the year. I mean, he's just been so fun to work with this year, and I got to thank him, everybody at JGR, all of M&M's, Pedigree, Combos. I got to thank the fans. They're the ones that make us race. So everybody out there, appreciate your support.
Take us through that restart. What did you have to do to protect that spot and hold him off?
Well, I knew getting a good start was going to be good, and once I got that, then it changed all my worries of how to run turn one. So then I just had to concentrate on getting off of turn one and then getting up through the S's and everything. And on restarts, these tires are pretty slick. We found that out on Infineon. So just planning for that and trying to get a good solid run up off the corner, and being able to get up through the S is good. So that helped out, and then the more we ran, the better our car got with grip. So that was definitely something that we knew we could capitalize on too. So thank NOS Energy Drink, Electric Sunglasses, everybody else that makes it possible for us to get here too, and Joe Gibbs Racing Oil, everybody at TQRD.
Well, Alan, with the victory, Kyle Busch now has 80 bonus points. Nobody can start the chase with more.
Kyle has been the road king this year. One at Sonoma, one at Watkins Glen, and now we look ahead to Michigan.
Michigan, I'll tell you what, Michigan's where Jimmy Johnson said he got back on track. Johnson won Indy. He's 7th today. Really rallied. He's going to be good, but this kid just won this race. He's going to be strong, too.
I said it before the day. He needed another win before we got to the chase. Rest of the field, you better take note. Kyle Busch is going to work towards that championship.
Our coverage from Michigan next Saturday, the NASCAR Nationwide Series. Carfax 250, 3 Eastern time on ESPN2. Then 1 week from today, the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series on the big, fast 2-mile oval, ESPN 1 o'clock Eastern time. That is next weekend. SportsCenter's next. More post-race coverage on SportsCenter. And don't forget the late NASCAR Now tonight at 10 Eastern on ESPN2. All the news on the day next on SportsCenter. So Kyle Busch continues to be the man in the 2008 NASCAR Sprint Cup Series season with his 9th. I just gave him one more, didn't I?
There you go.
His 8th win of the season. He'll go for 9 next week on the Irish Hills 2-mile oval in Michigan. Crazy race today. Wild strategies played out. A nasty wreck near the end of the race. In the end, though, the Road King continues rocking on. Kyle Busch is your winner. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.
Hi, I'm Steve Berthiaume. Ahead on SportsCenter, we return to Watkins Glen. Full post-race coverage and analysis. You'll hear from the winner live. I'm Scott Reese. Also ahead, America's team facing off with China. More than 1 billion sets of eyes watching. But what did our hoops expert learn from the opening win? Plus, we take you to Cowboys and Chargers camp. Expectations running high for both teams. A couple of experts break down the early return. That's all ahead on SportsCenter right now.
Yeah.